Right then guys, we are on the bus service number 9, the Platinum service from Stourbridge to Birmingham.
Road, Birmingham Street.
And this is one of the busiest routes that goes from Stourbridge to Birmingham, and this has had a few short spells with Birmingham Central, but has remained. Oh, and the fire engine's just gone by. So this route has been in a short spell with Birmingham Central BC, and then it was
Joe, they're going in the bus station.
Oh, must be a fire alarm. Because I know the fire alarm. Must be. I don't know what it is. Anyway, back to the route. So this route has had a few short spells with Birmingham Central Garage, and since then it's been operated by Pensnet Garage, which is close to Dudley, and this is on the Stourbridge corridor for National Express Pensnet Garage. So I hope you enjoy the journey. So this bus has USB charging facilities for people to charge their mobile devices, and of course next stop announcements. So listen to this. And we're on 6931.
Stamford Road, Birmingham Street. 9-2, Birmingham City Centre.
And we're bound for Birmingham City Centre. So here we go. And the 9 is always a double-decker route. Now there is other buses that work the number 9 as well. Sometimes you get a single decker like an Enviro 200 or a Volvo B7 RLA, which is a right eclipse urban body Mark II, which Wolverhampton bus lad always calls a vicious Volvo. Vicious Volvo, if you watch. So hello to Wolverhampton bus lad, hope you're doing good.
Hungry Hill, Birmingham Street.
So here we are. This is Hungry Hill, Birmingham Street.
Birmingham City Centre.
Okay, just drop the camera down because we don't want random folks in our footage, because you always got to get consent from the other customers before including them.
Next stop.
And if for any reason they wish you not to do it, you must then comply with the instructions. So the next stop is up for Lighttown Football Club, and we're coming to the bridge, the Silver Bridge. So here's the Silver Bridge, just right here. I always used to call it back in the day. Oh, just trying to just do a bit of a classic. Don't worry, the deckers can fit underneath this bridge, so there's no bother, no panic, no stress. There's the Gabriele Lighting Company, MG Rover Car Company as well. MG Rover, a company that went bust during the 2000s and then was revived under new management.
Next stop, Providence Street, Live Bypass.
For Lye Station for local and national rail services. Anyway, here comes another number 9 on a Stourbridge service. So directions, the A458 towards Brum, A4036 towards Dudley, and and just down there is Lye train station, which is served by WMR trains on the Snow Hill line, which is formed of class 172s. So anyway, there's a sign, there's Lye Bypass. So this is Lye Bypass. So the station is just down that way. There's like a stairway that takes you down to the platforms, and we're followed alongside the number 7 partially. Now back in the day there used to be another service that came along here. It was the 298 the Pedmore Field Circular that was provided by Diamond, and it interworked with the 299, and it was worked by a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter Melor Strata.
Next stop, Vicarage Road, Lye Bypass.
Vicarage Road Lye Bypass is the next stop. There's Lye Church. Here comes, now you can see the Mackeys. Everyone can recognise the Mackeys coming up here, which is the Golden Arches.
Next stop, Park Lane, Park Road.
For the 13 bus service to the Maryhill Shopping Centre. So we'll be joining up with the 13 service, which is the minibus service that comes from Maryhill. It goes to Halo via parts of the Fatherless Barn, and was originally conjoined as the 213 and 214, the Fatherless Barn Circuit. Originating under Choice Travel and also Midland, and then taken on by Riva, and then later taken on by Diamond Bus. And Diamond has held the 13 contract since 2017 after the Arriva Wensfield closure. And that is a minibus operated service.
Park Road.
Not always.
9, 2.
Oh yeah, solo.
Birmingham City
Oh yeah,
Centre.
oh yeah, solo SR's done it, and even a solo, but regularly it's a Mercedes Sprinter. Back in the day, I remember riding it on the Mellor Strata because the Mellors were always ideal for the route, especially the twisty road.
Victory Lane, Colley.
So we're now coming into Colley Gate, where we'll be and the X21 Sunday service. Yeah, so we'll be coming up towards Colley Gate, where we'll join up with the 002 service that comes from Maryhill that goes over to Wheelie Castle, and the Sunday only National Express BC X21 Maryhill to Birmingham through the university. Yeah, by the uni. The
Windmill Hill.
Alright then, we're now alongside the 002 service that goes Maryhill to Wheelie Castle, run by Diamond Tibberdale, previously Ludlow's Travel, and on Sunday it's now we're alongside the Sunday only X21 from Maryhill to Birmingham via the university, which is operated out of BC Garage. But in the weekday, if you want to get the X21, you have to get 002 over to Bartley Green to then join the X21 service. So here we are, Windmill Hill, Ford Drive Street. 142 is now in front of us, SM13 NBE, which is a diamond bus light street light operating from Kidderminster Garage. 142, and Sundays the route is covered by Tividale Garage. And the 142 was part of the old patronage from the 247 and 248 services from Travel West Midlands and then they divided that. The Merry Hill leg along the 247, 248 got taken on by the 276, whilst the Halesowen and Dudley leg was taken on by the 242. Not the Kinver route, but a different 242 that National Express ran many years ago. Then it was taken over by Arriva's 142 and Diamond. Then Central Buses took over in 2017 before handing over the contract to Diamond in 2018, and then eventually the route being extended up to the Mes in 2023 to replace the old 28 service. For those National Express lovers who remembered the 28, the ones with the little Alexander Dennis bodied Enviro 200s, like the old Explore Dundee ones, those buses are no longer around here. They've gone down into Gravesend.
Next stop, Alexandra Road, Stourbridge Road.
Alright, the next stop is Alexandra Road, Stourbridge Road. So yeah, 28, that was a good route, that was, with the little old Explore Dundee darts, but sadly those Enviros, those buses are no longer on the fleet because all the little tendered routes that National Express used to operate have finished. And National Express will be regaining the routes that they've lost at the end of 2022 to Diamond. So they're returning to operate the 5 from Dudley to King Swinford's Manor Park, and the 5A, the peak time only service, to Woolheath's Blaze Park. And also they'll be taking on the 18 service from Dudley to Merry Hill via Neverton, and also the Sunday and an evening service 81 from Dudley to Wolverhampton.
For Hale's own town football club.
And that one, the 81, on the daytime is operated by Wolverhampton's based independent Bangor buses. And for those people who'd be asking, is the daytimes affected? The computer says no. So so Bangor will continue the daytime Monday to Saturdays, which is great to see, especially seeing the Opta solos who do that route, which Wolverhampton bus lad goes, oh for God's sake, not a stinky sing do. And obviously the Enviro 200, so Bangor will still be doing the 81 patronage on the Monday to Saturday daytime, which interworks with the 53 service that goes Wolverhampton via the hospital at New Cross and over to Bilston. It once stretched to Rocketpool to make it a scenic version of the 530, but that contract had been lost, but that part had been withdrawn due to poor patronage. So anyway, here comes the Church of Halesowen with the flag waving, so that means we're all allocating ourselves into Halesowen. So here we go. So this is the big island at Halesowen. So up there goes to Halesowen College. The 19 service comes along that route, which is the Dudley to the Queen Elizabeth. 202. Oh, and here comes and the 202 comes out here from Bromsgrove, and that's the old Ludlow's 202, 204 back in the day. And at one time the 202 did extend to the Merry Hill and Redditch, but that extension was shortly. Well, no, it was the 007 that went to Redditch and Merry Hill. The 202 went to Merry Hill for a short stint, but it was just short-lived, so they scaled it back to Halesowen. This was a bit like with the 11s when it was the 311 and 311A. Walsall to Stourbridge, scaled it back to Dudley to become the 11 and 13, then eventually the 11 and 8, then they extended to Maryhill, and now they've been scaled back to Dudley. So sorry if cameras drop, because folks in the background, we don't want them on our footage randomly. So if you might have seen virtually, I'm just trying to show the respect, because I don't want to get into a backlash.
Line 2, Birmingham City Centre.
Yeah, even though this is a public land, but just be a bit discreet. That's all we gotta do. We gotta just let YouTube make its impact. And here comes my all-time favourite announcement. Listen up, good. So you better be nice and you better listen.
Next stop, Halesowen bus station for connecting services to Birmingham, Stourbridge, Walsall, Bromsgrove, Blackheath, Queen Elizabeth Hospital, Maryhill, Kidderminster and Dudley.
So that's all the announcements, even though this is a service to Birmingham, but obviously it probably means for the X10 service. So here we are, Halesowen bus station. Now approaching Pool Road for Halesowen swimming baths. So now, and anyway, there's a Prospect coach, a Scania Arizar, or whatever it's called.
Woodman Close, Grange Road, for Halesowen Cricket Club.
And for the 147 to Bromsgrove.
202 comes down here.
Anyway, and the 202, yeah. So we're now up at in this line, because we've got to turn to follow the 147 and the 002, but then the 002 leaves us over at Label, where we'll then proceed into Birmingham. So here we go. Let's go. So here comes another Mackey's. This is another Mackey's here. Okay guys, anyway, Manaway Primary School, Evening Mail, Daily Mirror, corner stores, confectionaries, local vets. There's a sign here for Halesowen Town Centre, 1.5 mile, the A44. Oh yeah, and anyway, we're now alongside the 147 and of course the 24H. Which is also a minibus service, but also it gets an MMC on as well.
Next stop, Manor Abbey Stadium, Manaway, for Halesowen Athletics and Cycling Club.
Yeah, there's quite a few good. So anyway, up there goes towards Huntington, Romsley, Bromsgrove, and also to the old Bluebird Sweet Factory, if you remember that back in the day. And Kidderminster's down that way, even though no buses go down that way. But sometimes if there's like a glitch on part of the route, the 192 would divert this way if they have to. But we're turning onto the first exit, M5 Birmingham, A456, and 3 miles to Quinton. So this is also where the 24H goes. Now that was previously the 14 from Halesowen to Fox Yards, and then they just withdrew the Fox Yards leg from the Dudley bound. And then back in the day, it was the old 241 service from Halesowen to Dudley and into work with the 140 from Dudley to Birmingham, which is now part of the X8 service from Wolverhampton to Birmingham via Blackheath, and that is run by Wolverhampton's Park Lane garage, which then also interworks with the number 8 to Wollaston Farm. And also the 14A comes up here. Now the 14A used to go to Merry Hill, to the Mezza. Is the Halesowen MD Liso Sports Centre. So going that way goes towards the M5 and of course the Moto Franklin service station. As people would say in a quirky way, hello Moto. Just waiting for that highway maintenance truck to go along. Anyway, going up Liverpool Lane North. So this is a twisty road here, a bit like a Helter Skelter, or possibly going on that road on the 24H. And if you go over that way, that goes towards the B&Q warehouse, aka Block and Quail. Now that
Next
bit.
stop, Priory Road, Manor.
Going a bit slow up here, so 002 route is a.
Shenston Avenue.
Alright, just put my USB charger, my A charger into the USB charging facility, but obviously you've got to just be careful when you're using it, when you leave it charged when not using the device, and if the device becomes hot, then you just have to do what is the best thing. So that is another safety thing. So the A charger's like the original charging thing compared to like the modern C charging, which is the fastest. A lot of people say that the C charging is more advanced. Alright, here we go. We're now crossing
Next
the
stop,
M5.
Quinton Church, Hagley Road West.
Yeah, M5 South Bristol.
No, Cheltenham goes.
Cheltenham.
Worcester, is it?
Okay then guys, here we go. Anyway, we're now on the Hagley Road going up towards Birmingham.
Next stop, White Road, Hackney Road West.
So we're now alongside the X8, Wolverhampton to Birmingham, and we will be joining now with the 126 at Quinton Dudley that goes along the Wolverhampton Road. And that is also a National Express route that used to go to Wolverhampton, but the X8 replaced the Wolverhampton leg back in 2018 from when Park Lane took over the X8 and the 126 taken on by Pensnet. Alright, okay then guys, here we go. There's the Salvation Army charity shop. That used to be American Golf back in the day.
Wolverhampton Road, Hackney Road West.
Amber Tavern, Mackie D's. I don't know how many people love the Mackie D's these days. So, as you know, Birmingham City Centre is on the horizon. So we're now alongside the 126 all the way to Birmingham. Bit of a bouncy road.
Beechwood Road, Hackney Road West.
And here comes the Mill and Carter Steakhouse, which used to be a Harvester. And there's information the NIA and the ICC. The NIA don't exist anymore, it's Arena Birmingham. And here comes a 126 to Dudley. And that one is an Alexander Dennis Enviro 400 in the grey livery, and that's on the Dudley corridor for National Express West Midlands. So the 126 is on the Dudley corridor, whilst the X8's on the Birmingham corridor for National Express. 87, 82 are on the
Quinton Road, Hackney Road West.
87, 82 are on the Oldbury corridor, along with the 12 and 13, and 9's on the Stourbridge corridor, X10 on the Merry Hill. So here we are, Galton Road. So Birmingham is coming upon us now, so we're on our way to Birmingham. So now alongside the 49, which is on the Bearwood corridor, and that goes from West, and that is run from West Brom Garage. And West Brom Garage still has the old
Mary Hill and the inner and outer circuits via the 11A and 11C services.
Oh yeah. And this is the interchange point here for the outer circle services here. Anyway, here we are now in
Next stop, Barnsley Road, Hagley Road.
Right, here we go. So now coming to a sign here, there's a sign there for Handsworth, where the 16A, I believe, goes via. The 16A, which is run by Diamond, that is one of the only. So here we are coming into Birmingham.
Next stop, Meadow Road, Hagley Road.
So what we'll do, we'll pause here for a moment. So I'll just do a virtual bit just between here and the so we'll be stopping here for a moment. See you in a moment.
Next stop, Sheepcote Street, Broad Street.
Alright then guys, just waiting for the metro to clear its junction, and then we will be on our way into the most fun part of the route of all. That's right, the tunnel. So we're going into the tunnel, into Birmingham. So here we go.
5 ways.
Into the 5 ways tunnel. There's the Veolia. So Birmingham. Woo! Here we are. Woo!
Wow, we're following a tram.
Yeah, the tram goes underneath here because this bit here was closed for some time because of the work to allow the extension of the metro here into Birmingham. Anyway, there's a 24 just alongside pairing up. 7526 run by BC, so this is a major transport hub for majority of bus services that operate from various garages like Birmingham Central, Yardley Wood, Acox Green, Perry Bar, Pensnet, West Brom, Wolverhampton, Coventry and Walsall. All this is like a truly international city, with all well, national city where we join up with the rest of the buses across here. Anyway, here comes. This tram terminates at Edgbaston Village. And there it is, here's the tram. Bound for Edgbaston. So we've got trams to Wolverhampton Station and Wolverhampton St George's. Here's a high-rise block that goes all the way up. There's the Octagon Tower and of course the Library of Birmingham, where they have them posh Otis Gen 2 lifts.
Birmingham City Centre.
Right, here we are now arriving into Birmingham now, and here comes a Scania Omnilink on the 12 service to Dudley, which is operated from West Brom.
Next stop, Brindley Place Metro Stop, Broad Street.
There's the 12 Scania Omnilink. Definitely love the Omnilinks with the ZF gearboxes in them. Omnilinks are soon. A lot of the Omnilinks are fading out, but it's nice to still see some of the Omnilinks still about. Because I do like the Omnilinks. Here's an Novotel hotel here. Sainsbury's local. There's a tram to Edgbaston Village. That one is tram number 55. And then that will go to Wolverhampton Station or Wolverhampton St George's.
Line 2, Birmingham City Centre.
Anyway, there's a number 9 service bound for Stourbridge.
Next stop.
Alright, here we are. Here's the ICC, International Convention Centre, and of course, anyway, here's the ICC, the International Convention Centre, and here's the Ferris wheel being constructed, ready in time for the Birmingham's German market. And this is also the skyline from ITV Central News, so everything's all getting prepared for the massive Ferris wheel.
Great Charles Street.
Anyway, ice skating Birmingham's been built ready for the ice rink, so everything's all getting prepared ready for the German market. Yep. So it's all exciting times.
I need a lift.
Shaking. Anyway, here's the Octagon Tower. There's that Octagon Tower up there. There's a 23 to Bartley Green.
Oh god, there's some dudes.
Paging Dr. Beat, emergency.
You said Dr. Pete, I ain't Page, innit?
Alright, this is it. We're now coming into the terminus nearly here in Birmingham.
You took like too wide.
So here we are. Just now arrived in Birmingham.
We're just driving a 13 sort of.
.168 Clubman.
It's not one of the blue ones that I'm interested in. Oh, it's a 172 up there.
Oh yeah, 172 coming into Birmingham Snow Hill. So this is Birmingham Snow Hill for services across the Midlands and also to London, and this is an alternative station for people going to London rather than using the large New Street station. And that station, this one above, is designed for people to get in and out quickly. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. To see the Commonwealth Ball. Yeah, just pay our respect. Oh, Gemini coming in on the 74, which me and Wolverhampton bus lads had on the 47 last week. So if you've not seen that video, click below to watch it. So St Chad's Tunnel. So on the City. So the 74 is on the Soho Road corridor. Just waiting here a moment. That Enviro 400 is an ex-Coventry vehicle. But why would you be thinking, why on earth are the Coventry buses in this area? Here's a reason. Coventry are now gone for electric buses, but still they have the single-decker diesel buses, but they'll eventually be gone. And some of the routes would be taken on with deckers, or some would go elsewhere. But as you know, I can't give out further details what is happening with certain routes at the moment. Until they come up on West Midlands bus users, I will get back to you. So I cannot guarantee any further details. All I know what is happening at present with current affairs. Pensnet or Wolverhampton, or possibly wherever they put them, or maybe West Brom. Right, this is Birmingham. Welcome to Birmingham.
So this is
Yeah,
where the main police station.
yeah.
Headquarters.
Got the electric bus, that's out on the 16 to Hampstead. The electric buses, nicknamed music buses, because they make that type of noise. So here we are. Alright then guys, welcome to Birmingham. This is it, the final leg of the journey. Hope you enjoyed the journey. On behalf of myself at Joe, there's the 74 and the 87 side by side, the popular bus routes. Now don't make me think I'm going to make another quirky moment. Oh, I'm going to do the 74, the 74, the 74, the 74. Don't let that say I'm going to do this like what I did with the 59 when I used the same vocalist and a song to that, whatever, that chip shop up in Coventry called Billy Mega Chippy, Billy Mega Chippy, Billy Mega and here comes a 52, Berry Beaches. Here we are. Welcome to Birmingham, Colmore Road, just by St Philip's Cathedral, aka Pigeon Park.